Why is this happening? Before the war, I never saw anything. And now all of this is happening here, in my old age. Oh my God, help me, Lord. Sofia Tomalcheva has seen her hometown of Pisky destroyed by war. 2 years ago, 2,000 people lived here in this eastern Ukrainian village. Now there are just 10. 78-year-old Sofia and her younger son Vladimir, who suffers from epilepsy, live in a home without electricity or running water. They have no income. Their only support comes from donations, volunteers, the Red Cross and the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. I cook borscht. There are some cabbages and sacks of potatoes which the OSCE brought. Other times, when I have eggs, I can make omelettes. We drink tea. We eat whatever I can make. Sofia's neighbor Anatoly is another resident who's determined to stay in Pisky, scraping by however he can. I have a garden here. If I plant a bucket full of potatoes, I can harvest 5 buckets. Anatoly has a cellar full of supplies to help him survive the winter. This is where he takes shelter when bombs and shells hit Pisky, still a common occurrence in spite of the ceasefire. It's very safe here, as long as there are no direct bomb strikes. An OSCE monitoring mission visits Pisky to assess the situation.
And we have seen an almost abandoned town, which is heavily damaged. The damage is the result of fighting, but also of criminal activity.
Along with the monitors, former residents who have fled Pisky are also visiting to learn what has happened to their homes. Some are trying to recover their belongings that haven't been destroyed or already stolen. A shell hit the apartment next door. It totally destroyed our neighbor's home, and our home too. These are the only things I could find. Everything else has been stolen. Are you going to return here? I hope so. I'd like to return. I don't want to see soldiers here. Let them stay at their checkpoints. But they shouldn't be in our homes. For now, any hope of returning to Pisky remains far in the future. There's nothing left here to sustain a decent life. And the few residents who have stayed must live under the constant threat of renewed violence.